Hello and welcome back, Fussy. How are you doing? Welcome to Durante's House of Music, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? And it looks like it's starting to kick off. Look at that. That's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting if I do say so myself. Hello, I am Tom Durante, the maestro. A crypto enthusiast who got into this wild world back in 2020 with a GPU mining rig and a passion for passive income. Forgot to turn my light on. There it is. There it is. There it is. What do you think of that? Passion for passive income. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also like taking profits in other coins. With my music background and my background music, I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect daily videos with market updates, simple technical analysis to read those charts, practical crypto tips, That was skipping a line there. Wallet guides to keep your coins safe. Stories from my ongoing mining journey. And oh my god, you guys, I've got an update. I've got an update about my Avalon Q. Whether you're new or a seasoned hodler, you missed it. I mean, you missed kind of nothing, but kind of a lot. Nothing really. Nothing too much. Nothing in the market. But I got some stories to tell you. Whether you're a seasoned hodler or new here, I am here to learn and grow with you. I may be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I am no expert. Just passionate. So as always, do your own research. I ask you, when we enter here, as we begin, if you want to help out the channel in our mission of growth. And growing we are doing. I just feel like saying that every time. Because we are. Because look at us go. 5,579 subscribers. That was not... I mean, we're growing. Like 20, 30? I don't even know. I don't remember what the last one was. I don't even count. I don't even pay attention. I mean, I do pay attention, but I don't count. I don't remember what it was. But you do. Maybe you do. YouTube. I'm talking to you. You remember. And Rumble. Remember, this is a dual live stream. I am streaming on Rumble at HODL Harmony and on YouTube at HODL Harmony. So check it out. It's fun. If you are on Rumble, watch us on Rumble. If we're on YouTube, watch us on YouTube. Whatever you prefer. I'm not really transitioning, but just kind of doing both. I'm going to do both. So here we are, doing both. So I ask you, if you want to help out the channel in our mission of growth, a couple of things that you can do. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, smash that subscribe. Number 3, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content. And number 4, share the show with everyone you know. That's how we grow. If you're on Rumble, make sure you give us a follow. Right? That's the same thing as subscribing on YouTube, but like we are underrepresented, mostly because I haven't really done much. But I got 2 people watching on Rumble, so I think one of them may be me. I only got 1 follower. I don't know if that's... I don't know exactly. But anyway, check us out. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Do all the things. So yeah, I got hit with a massive tariff bill. Isn't that exciting? I got some really nice tariff bills I had to pay this morning. $1,030. Ooh, that hurt. Because I had to sell crypto to pay it. I was like, oh my god, this really sucks. This really sucks. I was I was under the understanding that it would only be like $50 because I saw a Voss Coin video and he said something about some crypto miner and he was like, oh, my tariff was only $50. So I was like, oh, that's no big deal. It was a big deal. I paid $2,000 for the miner. And then I had to pay another $1,000 just because it came from China. It really hurt. It really hurt. But I think over the long run, this miner will be more efficient, so it'll cost me less money. So it'll save me like $1,000. So there's that. And it'll make me more Bitcoin. And the fact that I'll be running it now, I'm just betting on the fact that like they're going to be very hard to come by. So I got it. It will be here on Tuesday, and I will have it in hand, and it will be running and making me Bitcoin. So I think it will be worth it, but it just really sucks. That was really, 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 really painful this morning. I woke up and I was like, I got a what? Oh, crap. So I've basically gutted most of my, not most of it, but a significant portion of my crypto holdings have been gutted just to get this Bitcoin miner going. But it's okay. It's going to be going. And I'm excited. And I can't wait to do an unboxing in just a couple of days. So look out for that. I'll be doing that just like I'm doing this. And this works out really perfectly. It's really nice. It runs all through Rumble. And it works just the same as it was. I've got all my controls going through OBS and all that good stuff. So stick around, check us out, have some fun. Let's read some news. Below is a concise synopsis of the crypto news for the week of June 22nd through 29th. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I could do that quick enough. in the future, starting tomorrow, I'm going to pull this, what I'm looking at, up on the screen. Rather than you looking at me talk about things, I think you probably would benefit. Let me know in the chat if that would be beneficial to you. If you want to, uh-oh, my camera just died. What happened here? Yo. I just froze. Let's try and get that back. There we are. That was weird. All right. All right. So let me know if that's something that you would like to see. You want to see what I'm reading. And basically, I'm just going to prop it up there. Maybe put it on Grok or something, or just put it up there so you can read along with me. All right, so let's go here. The content, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. The list of, this is the crypto news for the week of June 22nd to 29th. A list of top gainers and losers, and three, I don't know if we'll get to all of those, moderately difficult trivia questions. This is I have two different chats that I work out of. One is for my daily and one is for my weekly. So this is the weekly one. I haven't updated it yet. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do 3. Maybe we'll do none. Fussy's got actually you and Butters are tied right now. So we can probably do a trivia. Maybe he'll pop in here. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Anyway, questions. Moderately difficult trivia question for your HODL Harmony Sunday show, tailored for your audience of crypto beginners and enthusiasts. The content prioritizes Bitcoin and Cardano. Blah, 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 blah. The information here is sourced from recent web and X posts, adjusted to reflect the current date. Yeah, that would be great. All right. The crypto market last week was marked by optimism, was it? Regulatory progress and volatility, with Bitcoin and altcoins showing resilience despite global tensions. Key highlights include Bitcoin stabilizes, and we're getting a nice pump. So we'll have to check in with that. So we're getting a nice pump here. I think it's like 108. Driven by $2.2 billion in ETF inflows and U.S. lawmakers pushing pro-crypto bills. Maintaining a greed sentiment. No, I don't think so. We have not gotten into greed, so this is inaccurate, apparently. Coinbase named influential. Coinbase was listed among Time Magazine's most influential companies of 2025. Wow. Boosting mainstream crypto credibility. Stablecoin and crypto card growth. Crypto cards in Europe saw 45% of transactions under $10 or 10 euros using stablecoins, while Circle's USDC benefited from its $21 billion IPO surge. Regulatory advances. Binance neared a resolution with the SEC, and Bitvavo, whatever that is, secured a MiCA license in the Netherlands, easing regulatory concerns. And that also goes along with XRP. That I don't see that on here, but XRP, as we learned yesterday, XRP is finally done with their drama with the SEC, so that's fun. All right, altcoin rally. Cardano, Say, and Aptos gained traction due to NASDAQ index inclusion and DeFi growth. Oh my God, what is going on with my camera right now? This is not very good. This has never happened before, so I don't know what's going on. You need to figure it out, Mr. Man. Alrighty. Hacks and recoveries. A Coinbase hack recovery effort made headlines, alongside concerns over billion-dollar exploits, highlighting security challenges. All right, let's go to our weekly gainers and losers. This week's gainers, top gainers. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, there's 7 of them. Hash key, SHSK, bleh. Token, 116% gained surge on platform adoption. Fun token, the FUN token, is up 114%, rallied due to gaming ecosystem growth. SEI, Say, up 43%, and I added back to my position. I was like, man, this thing's taking off. What's happening? Gained on DeFi and NASDAQ index inclusion, as well as something in Wyoming, that thing that was happening in Wyoming. Movement. Oh my God, why is my camera doing this? All I'm trying to do is do a little show here for you, and I'm having all kinds of fun problemos. Can you stay on for me? we're not going to go on that long. I just need you to work for me. Why, hello, Dragon's Den. Welcome back. I'm having some awesome camera issues that have never happened before. So that's fun. And this is a dual live stream. I'm streaming on Rumble and on YouTube. Welcome back. It's good to see you. All right. So the Move token gained 38%, rose with layer 2 scaling hype. Gains Network GNS token up 33.3%, boosted by 84% bullish community sentiment. Cardano up 5%, supported by NASDAQ inclusion, and I'm going to add in there the midnight paper, light paper. I'm so excited. Bitcoin up 3%, stabilized around 107,000, driven by ETFs. All right, our top losers. Oh, there's only 5 of these. We have the Peanut token, PNUT. Oh, remember the little squirrel? Oh my goodness. Down 16.5%, fell amid meme coin sell-off. Helium, HNT, there's something we haven't heard about in a while. Down 14.9%, declined with IoT token weakness. Zebec Network, ZBCN token down 14%, dropped due to lack of catalyst. Ethereum down 4%, pressured by ETF delays. Dogecoin down 5%. I like how these are in order. Slipped with meme coin sentiment. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, I think we already had that one, but anyway. All right, well, let's do this trivia. I'm not sure if we already did this one or not, but I'm going to read it anyway. I'm just going to read it anyway. What Bitcoin event occurring every 4 years halves the block reward and happened most recently in April 2024, impacting its supply? That is your trivia question for today. Drop it in the chat. See what we got or where we're at. Hey, we got 4 people on YouTube, 3 people watching on Rumble. Hello to my Rumblers. I don't know what to call you. I guess there's no silly name for YouTubers either. I guess YouTubers and Rumblers. Alrighty. Well, like I said, let's get into this market because it's looking pretty good here. And that is the Having Dragon's Den. You are on the HODL Harmony Trivia board with your first point. I'm keeping track of this on paper for right now. There you go. Boom. You're on the list. I'm going to update my overlay, and I'll put that onto the overlay. That'd be funny. Nice little engagement for you. This is your reminder that your body is mostly water. Stay hydrated and get your daily dose. Alrighty. So here we are. Let me get rid of this so I can see the market as well. We're just going to kind of go through this. I want to actually, since this is our weekly rundown, look at that price. Oh, that's so exciting. What are we looking at? We're looking at 108,000, and it wants to go higher, but right now I'm looking at $108,564.40. Ooh, we're about to get a new candle. How big is it going to be? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Give it a second. It looks like we're getting a nice big incoming momentum wave here. And it looks like it's about to jump up. This price here indicates where the price movement is going, like the inflows and outflows and things like that. Are we going to get a new candle? What's happening? I'm going to refresh this just to see. We should be getting a new candle by now. There it is. Alrighty. Yeah, there we go. That's my chart with the EMAs, SMAs, whatever. All right, so that's a nice hefty green candle. I think we're finally starting. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to scare you, Bitcoin, but I think it's time for you to start running. You got your running shoes on, Bitcoin? Because it's time for you to go. All right, so I want to take a look at the price action that we've had over this past week, because I was going to pull up look at the weekly candles, which we can do, but I think it would be a little bit more exciting to look at the entire week. Look at that. It's just a little look back on our week. And that would be like 21, right? Okay, 22nd. Yeah, so the 22nd. And so, wow. What? Is that for real? Look at that. Oh, that's right. Do you remember that? Oh, I barely remember that. I was like, when did we go down that low? Yeah, we did. That was just a week ago that we were down flirting with 97,000, right? So that's 98,231 right there. Oh gosh. Can I undo that? Thank you. All right. So that is very, very nice to see, remembering that horrible, like, oh no, what's going to happen? The bottom's falling out. This sucks. And then look at that nice rise. And then a very stable week. We had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of a nice big pump, even into Wednesday a little bit. And then it just held strong, which is really good. It's healthy. You want to see that. And now we're starting to see it pushing up. We're like, okay, here we go. Let's take a look at our week candle just to see what that looked like. Cause that's a big week right there. After weeks of being up, let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. So remember, we had like 7 weeks in a row, I think it was, and then a little downturn, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row, little downturn, little sideways action for literally 4 weeks. Oh my God. And now it is time for us to start running again. Okay. This looks really good. This is a nice hefty candle. It's going to start off tonight. And I think we're going to continue running. At least I want us to continue running, but you can see this yellow momentum wave. It's going to start coming up. I think that's the bottom of what we were looking at, and it's going to continue up. I think it's ready to start a nice round way up. And the blue is what's more strong. I think the yellow waves kind of go, oh my gosh, my camera again. The yellow waves go slower, or less of an impact on like what's actually happening. So what is happening here? All these cameras. Okay, well that's me. I'm live. We're here. Luckily you can see my screen, so it doesn't really affect it now that I'm not talking at the camera. All right, so let me put this back on an hour. We will zoom back in, and we will look forward to some nice price movement this week. I'm excited. It is time. Although now I'm like, my positions are much lower because I've had to sell a decent portion of what I was holding, unfortunately. But you know what? Like I said, my Bitcoin miner is going to be humming and mining away, and my power bill is going to be climbing and climbing. And other than that, I'm going to be stacking sats every day, and I'm just adding to the pile that I'm stacking. So I'm excited. Let's take a look at Cardano. Everybody's favorite Cardano. Wow, look at that pump. All right, so that's really nice. All right, so we had a nice pump up to, wow, 58.5 cents. Yeah, 58, almost in 2/3. 58, a nice huge run. So that's telling me something. And I did see this yesterday. I saw this, so look how perfectly that correlates with this. We had the M2 money supply going on a tear up, basically. We're going to get a nice another pump up, and then it stabilizes. So hopefully that's going to support a nice run. I'm going to murder my camera right now, but luckily you don't need it, but it's just pissing me off. I see the light go off. I'm like, I'm frozen. What happened? Anyway, ADA on the rise. I'm excited. Let me just see. Okay, so not everything is on every chart for some reason. Yeah, I think it correlates pretty well with this M2 supply. All right, let's take a look back at our week in ADA. All the way to the 22nd. Okay. So dang, yeah, we were way up here. I remember I tried to put in some trades up here. I don't know why it's not loading right now. Oh, it's not loading because it's not loading. Let's reload. How about that? Oh, look, Bitcoin. What if What if ADA instead of Bitcoin? Let's try that. Hey, look at that. Okay, so we've had another candle there. But anyway, from the 22nd, yeah, there it is. So we had that drop. We had a pump. We fell from way up here. Where is this? Oh my God. Okay, 60 something. Wow. What a drop. What a drop. Whew. And of course, you know, it recovered a little bit, but of course I had to sell my ADA after it dropped like 20 cents. But, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I've only been preparing for this day for like 4 years. This summer for like 4 years. But anyway, it's all good. All right, so let's take a look at our weekly candles for ADA, because on Sundays I want to take a weekly outlook. You know, every day we take a look at the daily. So I just want to take a look at the weekly. And we can see how far we have come. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. Weekly. So yeah, we were, remember when we were up above $1? That was great. Don't worry, friends. We'll be back there again. So just recently, we've been on a downturn. Look at this. It's really good. I don't think I've looked at the ADA weekly chart and looked back like this. So this is good. This is what Sunday's all about. Taking a look at some new data just to kind of say, hey, where have we been? And then we can continue looking forward and say, where are we going? Because I am ready for us to get going. Oh, and what happened to my bottom? Ugh. What happened to my bottom here? Nope. Okay, well, I have to play around with that. I just lost all the whole bottom half of my chart. Anywhoozles. Let me see here. Market cipher B. What? I love this. This is so much fun. All right, let's move on. I'll fix that later. All right, Bitcoin hash rate. Let's refresh all of these. So I was watching Voscoin today, and he mentioned something about the difficulty adjustment that I've been talking about. And he's saying it's going to be one of the most significant reductions in difficulty in the last 3 years, I think that's what he said. The last 3 years, this is going to be one of the biggest reductions in difficulty, which is perfect for me to be adding hash rate to my collection, I guess. So yeah, we've had more hash rate coming online, probably because the difficulty bomb is about to drop, and it's going to be 9% reduction in difficulty for Bitcoin. So if you have a miner that you've been just kind of sitting on and hasn't been doing anything, well, you might want to turn that back on. All right, so this is our daily. This goes back, yeah, so right here is our week in review. We had a big drop, come back, big drop. This is pretty volatile. It moves. Alrighty, let's take a look at our stable coins. It looks, you know, if it's counting down, then I'm assuming it's accurate. We are looking at Sunday at 9 o'clock. That is accurate. Okay, there you have it. So we're seeing a bit of an uptick. I think everything's starting to come up. All right, so I finally did it. I finally put this picture into Grok, and I said, whoops. I didn't say whoops. I said, what the heck is this? I said, why does it fluctuate like this? And I will read what it told me so that now you will know. Basically, it has to do with network activity. Let's see. Okay, here it is. All right, so it gave me a really long answer, but let's read the conclusion here. Conclusion. All right, so I was like, let me read my question. Okay. This is a screenshot of Glassnode for active Bitcoin addresses. You can see the line fluctuating in a light gold. Why does it fluctuate like that? The fluctuation in the number of active Bitcoin addresses, as seen in the provided Glassnode chart, is likely due to a combination of market activity, user behavior, transaction volume, and external events affecting network participation. These factors collectively cause the pink line to vary over time. Yeah, oh, that pink line. Okay. That's the SMA, the 30-day SMA. is the pink line. I realized when I go back and watch my stream, you can't see the orange line as well as I can. I don't know why that is, but you can't. So you might be looking at the SMAs, the pink and the blue line, but I am looking, it looks very faint on yours, but it's like a big fluctuating orange line that goes up and down and up and down. And so that's what that is. Reflecting the dynamic and decentralized nature of the Bitcoin ecosystem. So yeah, so market activity. Price volatility drives trading and investment activity. User behavior, new users joining or existing users consolidating funds. Transaction volume, changes in network usage for payments, trading, or holding. Event-driven patterns, reacting to halving, regulations, or news events. And technical factors, multiple addresses per user or measurement methods. So there's a lot that goes into it. But mostly it's just the network doing its thing. So that's what that is. Let's take a look. I'm eagerly awaiting this difficulty adjustment. Let's just refresh it just to make sure we got the latest data. Oh, is it happening already? I think it happened today is what he was saying in his video. Look at that. Look at that. So our difficulty dropped today. And so the existing miners that I have will be mining, and look, I mean, it's lower than it's been, what is this, since April. Wow. Okay, that's a big deal. That's a pretty big deal. So based on a lot of factors, the Bitcoin difficulty has dropped very significantly just today. It just happened. So if you, like I said, if you have any hardware that you're just sitting on and not running, you know, maybe now's the time to bring it online, bring it back online, because that's insane. That's the first time, and you see how high it went the last time up here. That's where we got into this range that we've been at. But this is pretty significant. So that means the difficulty of the Bitcoin problem, right? All Bitcoin is coming up with a problem, and all of the miners are trying to solve that problem. Basically, I think it was explained to me very simply in this book, the book of Satoshi, the writings of our Lord and Savior, Satoshi Nakamoto, collected writings and emails. Not really our Lord and Savior, I just wanted to be funny. But yeah, so it was explained to me in the beginning of that book, like there's a certain amount of zeros at the beginning of the hash. And so the miners have to figure out the hash for that block, and they also have to figure out, like, as a part of the difficulty, the amount of zeros that lead into whatever the hash number is changes. That's what fluctuates. That's what affects the difficulty. Because if it's more or less, it makes it more or less difficult for some computer, a miner, to guess what that number is. And so that's the difficulty adjustment in a nutshell. And that has just significantly gotten easier. And so now I'll be bringing a miner online as soon as I get it, basically. All right, we are looking at a little bit of an uptrend here. We're still in neutral, but I think this week we will see greed for the first time in quite some time since the beginning of the month. And look at that, we're ending the month and we're starting a new month. So I think it's optimistic from here. I'm excited. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Drop me a line. All right, and so we're kind of, everything's dropping off. Everything is dropping off. Let's look at these individually here. Yeah, Bitcoin is dropping. Interest is dropping. It's below 30 for the first time since a while. Wow. Below 30. Wow, for the first time. I think some of these numbers were 30 or were 20 or whatever down here. But when we go lower, the rest of these numbers get adjusted. Because this is not like an all-time number. This is just within the given period what this number is. So 24 right here was the lowest, and that was October. That was before our big run. 24, so we're just getting back down there, which is wild. I don't know. I guess it's good gives us time to stack some sats before everybody else gets in. But I mean, look at this. Even interest in AI is down pretty significantly, 20 points off of a high. And I remember we were looking at that just a couple weeks ago, and it was as high as it has ever been. This right there is the peak of AI interest overall, not just within this given period. This is it. This is the peak of AI interest. You are living through it right now. And if you're not using AI, maybe start looking into it, because you're going to want to use it or you're going to get left behind. You're going to figure out how to use it, how to prompt properly to get what you want out of the AI, and how to work with it and all that good stuff. So figure it out. Spend some time. That is not my domain to teach, but if you're interested, I'll be happy to share what I know. Hop in the Discord, join the community, join the conversation. But yeah, I think this right here is indicative of what I've been noticing overall in the last week or so, just on YouTube and things like that. Like, views are way down. I posted a short and it got, like, usually my live streams would get, and this week not so much, but on an average they were getting like maybe, I don't know, 20 views or something like that. I posted a short on this channel this week and it got like, it's got 23 views right now. This is, and of course I stopped paying to advertise stuff, so I'm starting to see what my natural growth looks like. So who knows? I think it's just an off week, and as we start to see the price go up, I think we're going to start to see more and more interest pile in, and the views pop off, and all the things happen all at once. So hope your bags are packed, because here comes the wave. Anyway, so yeah, here we are, holding steady, holding above silver pretty significantly, I'd say. I don't think there's danger of that overtaking us. I think we need to, we're getting close to Google here. So one good pump tonight, tomorrow, and I think we'll flip Google market cap right now. All right, let's quickly check in with our X market sentiment posts. Okay, this is kind of funny right here. This is like Bitcoin memes, or just like, you know, quintessential or cliche Bitcoin sayings that people say just in a non-Bitcoin environment when people say things about Bitcoin.
Bitcoin fixes this.
I said my cat died.
We should start teaching him cold storage.
He's not even born yet. We're gonna have to sell the house.
Totally fine. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin.
If you say that one more time, I'm gonna lose my...
Johnny told me he doesn't want to be with me anymore. Just stay humble and stack sats.
What?
Bitcoiners. Annoying since 2009, but still right.
Pretty funny. Whoa. I think there's another one I wanted to play here before I play my music again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this was kind of funny. So, Roman... Oh, stop. Oh, where'd it go? What happened? Oh, no. What did I do? What? It just disappeared on me. Oh, come on. That's silly. What the heck happened? Can I undo? I don't think I can undo on X. Weird. It just, I pushed something and it went away. Good Lord. It was like Roman AI, Roman coin, debase, something like that. Hopefully it'll pop off and pop up here. AI, come on now. Oh, what the heck? That's unfortunate. It was kind of funny. Basically, it was like an AI of Roman people and talking about their money debasement. Man, that sucks. That was funny. Anyway, let me see if it's still on my phone here. I don't know what I did. I pushed a button and it just disappeared. I love when things happen. I love when things happen like that. Yeah, it's completely gone off of my bookmarks. I must have just unbookmarked it. Can I go into my likes? Alright, well, I won't worry about it. Let me see if I can go to my homepage and see if it's on my homepage, because I was just looking at it. Oh, where is it? Man, what the heck is that? A whale. Holy crap, that would be scary AF. He's like, I'm getting out of here. Or, dang, look at that. Just being out in the middle of the ocean and then a whale just comes and hits your boat. That would be scary. Anyway, all right, well, it's gone. That sucks. All right, let me come back here. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, sorry about that. This is Cardano. I don't know what it is, but I guess that's the network in and out movement, transactions going here and there. It's a cool little visualization. I don't know if this is like, I know Cardano transactions go pretty quick, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. 1 million is currently on sale for just 100,000. Sell everything you own and buy more Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe that's good advice. Who knows? Cardano ADA will reach approximately $5 to $10, and that I believe is conservative estimate. This guy's been holding and staking since 3 cents, and I've been holding since 2 cents, so I'm right there with him. Tell no one how many Bitcoin you own. Never. Yeah, that's one of my challenges. Is I just want to tell people, I'm like, yeah, look, it's possible. I did this in 4 or 5 years. You can do it too. But you don't want to tell people. Makes people start to act weird when they know what you have, because they want it too. They just immediately like, well, give me. No, I did really hard work to get where I got. You can do it too. You can do it too. It's just that easy. Now this kind of took me for a little loop right here. Let me know what you think of this. Binance founder CZ says Bitcoin founder Satoshi was an AI from the future. What? That's wild. I mean, obviously that's just his speculation or whatever, but like, imagine if that were true. Imagine if that were true. Even if it's just like a time traveler or what, not even necessarily an AI, but like, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. All right, the crypto pyramid. You got your no coiners down here. You got your scam coiners, your S coiners, your traders, your altcoiners, your miners. I think this should be flip-flopped, because I think it's easier to hodl than it is to mine. So like, I think honestly, and I'm speaking as a Bitcoin miner, I think these should be flopped, or maybe they're just one and the same, like HODLer and then miner. I think, I don't know, that's just me, but I like that. Who else holds ADA? Indicate. I'm following as many as you as I can. Let's support and grow together. All right, I'll just comment on that. What a legend. Bitcoin will do to banks what email did to the post office. CZ is a clown, says Jim. Satoshi is more likely to be the CIA than an AI from the future. I have also heard that. I'll just call it a conspiracy. But yeah, it's definitely likely. Unfortunately, it's likely. Putting the hodlers above the people who secure the network is a wild armchair take. That's what I say. Right? Where are the node operators on here? It should be node operators and then miners and then hodlers. I mean, it's so easy to hodl. But is it? Is it easy to hodl? I just had to sell $1,000 of my hodl stuff today, and that hurt. But that's what it is. It's like, do I buy food or do I just hold my Bitcoin? And sometimes you have to make the hard decisions. But yeah, I don't agree with that 100%. Thanks for your take, Jim. Good to see ya. All right, this should be the case for every big bill, not just Republican bills. Yeah, so Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, will force the clerk to read the entire 940-page long One Big Beautiful Bill on the Senate floor. Yeah, you think they should be reading these bills in their entirety on the Senate floor before they vote on them? Yeah, I would like to see that for every bill. What do you think? Is that something that's a smart idea? They're trying to be fucking funny and play fucking games, but let's actually do this for every fucking bill. How's about them apples? and then we'll really see what kind of bullshit they put in our fucking bills. Excuse me, that's a little triggering for me, but yeah, they need to spend 12 hours listening to every fucking word in this bill. I don't even care about this particular bill. I don't care. Either way, whatever. But like, how is this a big deal? They should be doing this for every bill. That's what's bullshit. Excuse me. But that's what's bullshit. That guy's gonna need... Oh, the guy reading the bill. Yes. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That guy's gonna need some water. Speaking of water... And right now I'm finishing my coffee. Of course, it's 9 o'clock, 9:30, so this is going to be great. I'll be up all night. And probably not, but coffee doesn't affect me like that. But anyway, stay hydrated. Coffee, although some consider it not hydrating, it is mostly water, just like my body. And so it is, I've heard, not dehydrating. It is actually hydrating. And I put half and half in my coffee. So cream and milk is actually more hydrating than water. So you got water, you got cream, you got hydration. That was funny, Jim. That was funny. But yeah, I mean, how about we read every freaking bill? That's a great idea. I mean, that would make America great again. Let's do that. All right. I love when I see this logarithmic scale S curve, because I mean, boom, there it is. Boom, here we are. Oh no, here we are right here. That's where we are. So let's zoom in. Imagine if none of us are actually bullish enough. Oh boy. So it says this market. Wow, wouldn't that be something? It shows this is just an extrapolation and this is just an opinion, but this guy says, Dr. Van Nostrand says $444,000 Bitcoin this cycle, dropping to 84. Okay, I can handle that. Quick rise up, and then the next cycle, 28, we will see $1.6 million Bitcoin, and then the 2030 cycle, wait, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, wait a minute, what? That's not, so, I don't know, I don't think this is accurately drawn, but it's just an extrapolation of what he thinks will happen. $8 million Bitcoin, I'm going to say by the 2032 peak. And then, boom, that's up there. That's already at 40 million. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a matter of time, you know, whether it looks like this with our regular peaks or whether it's just a slow rise. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Okay, so let me address this. The two-party system is just a one-party system under, what's that, AIPAC? What is that? Just terrifying, kind of terrifying. Yeah, yep, absolutely. You know, I don't know if it may have been a while since I've said this, but I identify as a libertarian, although I vote Republican. You know, but they're both bad. They're both real bad. You know, libertarian is not any better, but at least it's something different. You know, I think the Libertarian Party is being co-opted by the Democrats, just like everything else. They're trying to get their little scummy hands into everything. But, you know, they're both bad. They're both bad. We need an overhaul of our political system, but I think the overhaul starts with the money, because that's really the root of all the corruption and all the evil. I think Bitcoin makes money not evil, because it's truly fair and decentralized. If everybody in the world, or most people in the world, ran a Bitcoin node and ran a Bitcoin miner, even just a little, you know, this nerd axe down here, even just one of those. This one's a big boy. It gets 2.5 terahash. It cost me $500. Kind of a big deal. I mean, I spent $400 on my Avalon 1246, and those get 90 terahash. So, like, you know, but you have to plug that into a 220 outlet. You know, it takes a lot of power, costs a lot of money to run, makes a lot of heat. And this thing, it's completely silent. It doesn't make very much heat at all. I don't think it makes any. But it's mining Bitcoin, and it's making me, It's playing the lottery every day. It costs me very little to do. Okay, the AIPAC, American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Oh, okay. Every senator has an AIPAC handler. Okay, well, I would be careful, Jim. I don't know what else is blocked on YouTube, but yeah, we're flirting with a scary line here. Getting flashbacks to when Fussy. Speaking of Fussy, where'd he go? He was on at the beginning. So if you chart gold in kilograms, the price is very close to Bitcoin, almost 1-to-1 at times. Gold ran $112,000 per kilogram before Bitcoin, then Bitcoin ran to 112. That's interesting. We'll have to start taking a look at that. I'm going to put that on my list of things to look at. Where is? Here it is. Let me put that on my list. Once I find my pen. So let's go. It's just gone. I don't see it anyway. Oh well. I'll have to remember that. Gold priced in kilograms. All right, let's see what else you got. The bull flag breakout in 2016 for gold is measured up to 250K, which I've seen people calling for Bitcoin as well. That's my price target for Bitcoin this cycle. 250 or bust. And it'll probably be bust for me. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, this is a cool little chart just to kind of see what's possible. Imagine if we're not bullish enough. I don't invest in Bitcoin. I save in Bitcoin. Do you understand? I do. Is that how you operate? Because it's how you should operate. You put, dollars don't mean anything. Bitcoin means something. And the fact that I'm running 5, about to be 6 Bitcoin miners, that's the investment. The hardware is the investment, and the HODLing is the saving and the understanding how it works. All right, this is not how you should live. Study for 20 years, work for 40 years, and then you have 5 to 10 years to yourself, and then you die. That's a scam. That's what we call a scam. You need to, and this is China. Good Lord. That's a lot of people. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to escape. Whoa, what's happening? That is what I'm trying to escape. I want to have more than 5 or 10 years to live my life and enjoy myself and have a retirement and things like that. And I would like to have a family, and we got to get that going here. Ain't getting any younger. ADA will go to $25. If not this bull market, the next one for sure. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see, I want to say $12 to $15 ADA this cycle, just briefly. And then the next one, the sky's the limit, because midnight and all this stuff is going to change the world. So we're going to end it right here on this one. That's our chart, our post of the day. Let's just say that's our post of the day, and now it's gone. Maybe I'll see that Roman thing I was looking for. See if I can find that again. Let's see, AI Ancient Rome. I love, oops. Let's see what we get here. AI Ancient Rome. Nope. Oh man. Is there a way to see what, because I think I accidentally unbookmarked it, but is there a way to see, oh, this was kind of funny. Is there a way to see what I've liked? Not what I've, not just what I've bookmarked. Can I see what I've liked? I'm gonna try and find this real quick, and if I don't, then we're gonna head off. I don't know, it just disappeared. It's so weird. Oh wait, what's this? What's this? Likes, is this it? Oh, is it gonna be in here? Yes! Okay, so I've bookmarked it again. So it should come back up here. Let's go back to my bookmarks. There we are. I love being smart sometimes. Hey, look at that. There it is.
Copper to the silver. 'silver. Oh my god.
Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god. Don't add copper to the silver. Oh my god Hey, look, we're ending on the song that we began. I think that is a sign of the times. It's time to get off. All right, let's listen to this, and then we'll comment on it, and we will sign off for the week. But don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow.
Nero ordered us to add copper to the silver. It's just temporary. You can barely tell, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're paying soldiers double with half the silver. Genius. I'm keeping the pure ones. Something's wrong with the new coins. I see copper. This is supposed to be worth 2 denarii? I'm charging different prices for old coins now.
Merchants won't take the coins. It's just copper.
Bread's 200 denarii. Run!
Just executed another merchant for breaking price laws. Death penalty for overcharging.
Rome fell today. This killed us. Fake money, fake empire.
Nero ordered.
Wow, from 64, I didn't even see the dates before that. So 64 CE, 193, 268, all the way to 460, 300, 476, approximately. I mean, none of these are, set in stone dates like exactly, today's the day that Rome fell. It happened over a long period of time. Well, that is interesting. We're seeing the death of the American Empire right now. Hopefully I can say that. I don't know if I can. But hey, if I get taken down on YouTube, I'm still on Rumble. So come find me there. All right, let's call it a day on that lovely news. That lovely outlook for what... Oh, you didn't see any of that. Because I didn't have it over here. Because I'm an idiot. See? Look, it's AI and it's Rome. They put copper in the money. You heard it, but you didn't see it. That's what you missed.
Something's wrong with
the money. Sorry, guys. But yeah, when your money is silver, it actually means something. And when you get rid of that silver and you put things like zinc or copper in your money, it's a ticking time bomb. You're not going to go very far with that. So anyway, this has been a weekly wrap-up edition of HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? I hope you are. Hope your bags are packed, because I think we're off to the races. Let's check real quick with our market. Let's see where we're at. Although you see it all the time on the side of your chart, on the side of your screen, right over here. That's Bitcoin right there. But there's your stuff right over here, right there. That's the one. Yeah. And ADA. Look at that big pump on ADA. Wow. All right. Anyway, thank you for being a part of my Sunday wrap-up edition of HODL Harmony. Remember, if you want to help out humanity. Oh, something just happened on the Discord. I just heard a whoop whoop. What was I going to say? If you want to help out humanity in our mission. I don't know what just happened. Something just happened on Discord. If you want to help out humanity in our mission of evolution, there's a couple things that you should do. Number 1, be patient with yourself. This person in the mirror who you see every day is truly the only person who matters, or should matter to you. The number 1 person who should matter to you. There could be others, but that's the number 1. Number 2, be respectful of other people, even if they don't deserve it. It really messes with their heads. Number 3, be honorable to all earthlings, big and small. And remember, your body is mostly water, just like my coffee. Stay hydrated and get your daily dose. If you want to help out this channel in our mission of growth, let's see where we're at. I just like to check in at the beginning and the end, because it's growing. We grew. I think we grew by 5 subscribers just today. 5,584 subscribers. Make sure you check out my channel. Make sure you watch all of the videos. There's a lot of good stuff in there, and I put a lot of work into these videos. Even these lives, I just come on and I do my thing, but it takes a little bit of setup and a little bit of preparation, and I need to do more. But going forward, I've set a goal. I'll be waking up early, and I'm going to hold myself to this, and you hold me to it as well. But I'm going to spend... Now, I wake up during the school year at 5 o'clock, 5:30. if I can push it, 5:30. But I'm going to try and wake up at 5:30, and I'm going to work on YouTube stuff from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then at 9 a.m., I'm going to watch the market and start doing some trading from 9 to 11. And then I'm going to have lunch. And then I'm going to work in my workshop. I got a lot of stuff to get done. And I have projects lining up. So I think I'll be busy throughout the rest of this year, which is going to be great. So hold me accountable. Check out all the content, because there's going to be a lot of work going forward here. I've done a lot of work already to get to this point, and I'm going to keep pushing and keep moving forward and keep growing. So look forward to that. Be a part of it. I'm going to be trying, as well as pushing content on YouTube and Rumble, I'm going to be trying to come up with a game plan on Patreon. I'm going to stick with Patreon for now until I find, how to use the other one. I think it's called Ghost, where I self-host it and all the proceeds go to me and blah, 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 whatever. So I'm going to stick with Patreon for now, but I'm going to actively post on Patreon. If I can do it every day, I'm going to try and do it every day. That's going to be part of my 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. grind. From 6 to 9, I'm online. All right, so check it out. Be a part of it. Be a part of the community. If you want to help out this channel in our mission of growth, a couple of things I'll ask of you. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, smash the subscribe. Number 3, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content. And number 4, share the show with everyone you know. That's how we grow. Number 5, join the community on Discord. Join the conversation on Discord. It's free. It costs you nothing. Just come hang out. I'm looking to put together a nice community of like-minded individuals, so please join the conversation on Discord, see what you think. And if you want to go one extra step further, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below. So go ahead, support me there. It's growing. There's not a whole lot just yet, but starting tomorrow, I will be focusing a lot on that, as well as my channels here on YouTube and on Rumble. So remember, this is a dual live stream. I am on Rumble and on YouTube. I'm starting to split my focus in those two directions. So become a part of it. Help me support my endeavors here. Got it? That's enough. That is enough of that. There's one more thing that I'll ask of you, and it has deep-reaching implications. If you want to be a part, if you want to, the one last thing that I'll ask for you to do for the multiverse, that's everything, and the universe, that's one step lower, and the galaxy, and the solar system, and the planet, and your country, and your community, and your block, and your house, and your room. But the most important thing that you should do for yourself is have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.